Sideways, boys in the days. Sitting sideways, boys in the days. Sitting sideways, boys in the days. On the Sunday night, I might rain with some hair. Sitting sideways, boys in the days. Sitting sideways, boys in the days. Sitting sideways, boys in the days. House on the Sunday night, I might rain with some hair. Wow, baby, it's the people's champ. I'm something like a baller. The candy paint dripping off of the old school Impala. I'm with that big bank Hank, that Poppy Joe and box. Trump bump like chicken pox. Turn the bass up just a notch. You see them blades chopping, you see that trunk popping. Hoes that diss me in the club, the same hoes in the parking lot bopping. They see me in the Jag, acting bad with T. Ferris. Open mouth and showcase ice, and you gon' see about 20 carats. I'm with the you on 5900 in the Tahoe 124s. I'm the truth, I got they glow. I'm out this social house with Archie Lee and Cooter Bang, sitting sideways on swing, the candy paint dripping off the
I didn't wasted my Paul Wall on this brother. I put some H-Town on your name, bro. I really felt you was about to come with all that heat, Aldis. Cross. Hello, hello, hello. Wasted. We'll use it for something else that's worth it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Welcome to the second discussion of Cross, Season 2, Episode 4. Happy to have you per usual. Please like, comment, and hype the video if you care to, because you know it helps us out. You know what I'm saying? But before we jump into anything, Ashley, how are you doing? Are you ready to get into Cross?
I am definitely ready to get into the telenovela of it all, Tyra. And I'm just wondering why we're even still calling the show Cross, but I'm absolutely ready to get into it. I hope you're ready. And I hope everybody who's here in the chat is ready too to talk about it.
Yeah, most definitely. Let me get to Marcus before we get into those overall thoughts. Thank you so much to Marcus for the super chat. I wonder if TK is John Sampson's father. I mean, we shall see. I just want to care about TK or anything that Sampson has going on. Honestly, I'll take that. I'll drink to that. Thank you, DeMarcus. Hey, Dane, cancel this live. Haven't seen this episode yet. Too bad because we're going to keep going. Thank you for the super chat, Dane. Moving on. Moving on. You had the same amount of time as everybody else, buddy. Getting into these overall thoughts. Okay. Te quiero mucho. Mi amor. Ashley, what did you think about this episode?
I felt like it was a telenovela. This is her show now. Just call it her show. Take Cross off the header. And this is our lead this season. So let's not, let's get into the telenovela of it all. You know how like you want to care about a thing, like you want to be invested. Between Cross and his shenanigans with Kayla, and then this over here, and then add Sampson and his mama. It's beyond, it's just, Tyra, it's just not working for me and my homegirls. You know what I'm saying? It's just not hitting the same as season 1. And I'm really trying. And maybe people are like DeMarcus said, he said it's a 10 out of 10. For me, it's nothing of the sort. It's nothing of the sort. I'm giving it very much mid. If I had to rate this episode, I'm giving it a 6, 5.5. 6 is probably being generous. I'm probably giving it around a 5, 5.5.
I mean, if this was not standing to season 1, this could be like the decent start off to another show. Yeah. But this isn't the show that you guys brought us season 1. When I tell you this gave me all of the ugly Betty, Jane the Virgin teas that I ever wanted, because I ain't watching too many telenovelas over there. But those were fashioned after those, and it was all of the dramatics, and you would have the not the was it narration where you have the narrator. It'll be like, and it's just so dramatic. It'll be like, what will Jane do next? And it's like, and it's just, oh, mi amor, they almost saw me. Kiss me, Gustav, before they come back. I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Whose show is this? We had already felt in those first 3 episodes, we spent a lot of time with Rebecca, and I feel like they just doubled down on that. The way that Cross is to the back. They said all the blacks to the back. Get in the back because we want to get familiar with these new characters and maybe fall.
Please hold. She will be right back in just a moment. In 2.
y'all aren't giving me like all the villainy that I would ever want. Like, first of all, she isn't like a real villain. You know, she's a vigilante, but there's, a whole difference there. But I just want to really root for her, or even if it was just, oh, she's a vigilante, she's doing the right things the wrong way. If we could like root for her, I could be there for that. There's just not a lot of substance there in that way. I see the mission, but I don't really believe it. Hopefully something comes around. But y'all, if Aldis wasn't here, the way I would have cut this off. I would cut it off because you can't play with me in that first season and how solid it was, and then come here and like, no, we're gonna do something totally different. Why? Because it's not like Cross is an extension. The show is called Cross. Why is Cross in the back? I don't know, but we pick up where we left off here with Rebecca and Auntie, because she's not having it. She said, yeah, all of these nice pleasantries are cute and everything, but how did he find us? The fact that he could find you and us is a problem that you need to get rid of. I didn't mind this, but I did have a sense that Esteban, that he told us his name was Esteban. I knew he wasn't going to make it through this episode. And I like being able to anticipate something that's not going to come. I was like, there's no way we're leaving this episode with him still being here. If she is who she says she is, and this mission means all of that. And he was really giving, since we met him, super fan, I'll sacrifice for the cause, like very cult like, those people who go into the middle of wherever with a bomb strapped to them and I'm gonna do this for whomever because I believe in the revolution. It was very sacrificial in that way. So where we ended up later, I could see that coming. I didn't know how it was gonna happen, but I was like, baby, you're not making it out of this. You're not making it out of this. And for me, this whole conversation around how did he find us and him pretty much being a liability that we need to get rid of, it said a whole lot about Rebecca's character because we've known him for all of a day, and she's like, you know what, not even like in a call sense I want to help my fellow person, but the way that he could have all of this access to you instantly, come with all of this very helpful information that's going to take down the right people and help in what you're trying to fight for. But it says a whole lot, and he is a liability. She's very cutthroat. So I would think it would be, this is, real nice or whatever. But yeah, I absolutely have to take you out, and I'm going to be cute with you for this episode up until that moment. No, she was all ready to, meet me at the altar in your white dress. Let's just get married. Let's go and settle down and make some babies. I was like, we just met this man. But she said, he loves me. I was like, oh, tink tink. But actually, how did you feel about this and how Rebecca reacted to Esteban getting there with all of the information and knowing exactly who she was and where to find her? It wasn't even like hard for him to connect those dots. So why would it be hard for someone else?
I mean, well, interestingly enough, I think the only kind of compelling part of this was kind of like that hero goddess type worship vibe that he had coming in, and how she was immediately drawn to that because of course we saw her open as an assassin. And Terrence, I see your comments, and yes, they did introduce our perp last season, but they just did it with such finesse in such a different way. It didn't feel all about our serial unaliver last season. This season feels all about her. Like from literally the opening shot onward, it's about her. Like I don't have any personal stake in Cross's story this season. Last season, he had a mission, right? And it was tied to the unaliving of his wife. This just feels completely different for me. But no, as far as Rebecca, again, the most interesting thing is that she kind of fell prey to his, wiles. And the next thing we know, they're laying it down, laying it low and spreading it wide, Tyra. And I was like, wow. So this man comes in, he worships you. He's put in the work to support your mission or what he thinks your mission should be, doing all of these things. And the fact that she was so willing to listen to her friend and her auntie about his fate, I thought that was the most telling part. Because really, are you someone that's about justice? Or are you someone at this point who's just afraid to get caught? I think that muddies, for me, who she's claiming to be. She's claiming to be this freedom fighter who's all about the children and we're going to save the world. But now when it comes to, he could tell XY, that man wasn't going to tell nobody nothing. He had already chopped off his own 3 fingers for you, sister. He already laid you down. He wasn't going to do nothing. So the fact that she was willing and able to be pressured by them, I think takes away from her gangsta. in my opinion. And again, it just makes it that much harder for me to connect with her as a character, because I want to ride, right? They took your mama out, they pinned it, they're taking kids. Like, I should be fully invested in her storyline and her mission. And unfortunately, I'm just not.
I was surprised that it went that way in the end. I knew that he wasn't gonna make it, but I thought it would be painted differently. It would be of like his own omission. It was just like, I have to do this because blank, blank, blank. And I thought she would be more, because she does have this, save, free the people type energy. Yeah, I don't care what my family says. I have to make sure that you get where I said and where I promised. And it's just like, no, I have to do this. I'm sorry. Like, girl, this goes against everything that you claim to stand for. I don't know. We're gonna see, but family has a whole lot of control. Thank you so much to Marcus. Bobby Trey will think that Kayla had something to do with him getting kicked off the police force with the experiment when Thompson offed himself. Marcus, where you be getting this stuff? I'm gonna have to like look into that again. I didn't connect those dots as far as Bobby Trey and Kayla and what I felt like his next steps were going to be, because I think he finna like, oh girl, I got some tea, I got some dirt. Once again, Demarcus, thank you. Who is the craziest, Bobby Trey, Lincoln, or Donnie? Craziest? We're gonna go with Donnie. Ashley?
Donnie from who? From where?
Oh, dude, from first season.
Oh. I'm gonna go with Bobby Trey. DeMarcus, I don't know these things. Don't ask me these questions tonight.
Don't ask me these questions. Thank you, but we shall see what happens with her. I just wanted to, I want to be with Rebecca. When she going off on flights of fancy and we got to get rid of this man has you tatted on his chest. Like, what? And it was the fact that she got off on it. Like, a lot of Lincoln was giving that he wasn't all fully there. He's smart and capable in all of, connecting in the mission, but mentally, it was broken. It was given a little crazy. And she found that attractive. Like, ooh, he'll drink my dirty bathwater. Like, girl, are you okay? But on our radar, this is the show I would like to see. This would have been good. This would have been good, and this would have had Cross right where I wanted him to be. But we have, like Ashley was saying last week, once we are over there with Rebecca, it does tend to feel like two separate shows, and I feel like they're trying to blend it in a way once we get closer to the information and them knowing exactly who Rebecca is. But we have a DHS agent, the one that we already knew was dirty, and Cross knew at that moment too, because what are you hiding? We have Lincoln, take him out before he ever got to Rebecca, and they're putting all the dots together. We have the infamous arm roll from Cross, and it's just like, yeah, they're on. He was always on our radar, and that's all I can tell you. I can't really say anything about that. Well, was he, responsible for covering up the trafficking of children? Was he hiding? Yeah, I can't say anything about that. I like where they're going, because that does seem to be like the common thread here, a trafficking situation and freeing, wrong people. But this is a way that we center Cross. And even in this way, we're still kind of with Kayla here. So it just feels like he's kind of dumped to the side in either way. But I think there was a way to blend both themes of trafficking and the revolution of it all without just pushing him completely to the side, because now it just really feels disjointed. And then it's like, I was hoping that we wouldn't go this route a little bit, because once again, we're getting into, the force being dirty. And I think we had a whole lot of that last season. So it's like, yeah, at this time, Cross, if we're not gearing up for you to be a private eye and say nobody can be trusted and you just going over there, then what are we doing? I didn't know that we were going to lean into corruption this season as well. Ashley?
Yeah. And I mean, and that's all I think that's what, for me, that's what Kayla represents. Kayla represents the seedy underbelly, because I can't trust that hoe. I've never trusted her. I didn't trust her last season. And honestly, that's what I was hoping they were going to fully lean into with her character this season, and not lean into her in the bed with Cross. I thought they were going to lean into the full opness of it all, because I'm like, oh, she's our number one op. Like, let's see how that works. Let's see how it plays out. But now they're bedfellows, and that's really throwing me off. I'm not mad at the corruption, because I do think that they spearhead and facilitate a lot of these things IRL, right? So I'm not too upset with it, but I do feel like we're treading the same ground. And I think there's room for some more diversity. Like, can we really just get back to that lady who blew her own head off her shoulders? Can we get back to that and the secrets that you guys have going on with Kayla and somebody else in the department? That's where I fully want to go. This feels just like Ring Around the Rosie, especially because we have an idea of at least who's trying to free the children already. I think he needs to just focus his energy on that. Like, this is important, but leave these to the people. Go do that, and then we can come back over here. Because honestly, like you said, he's not even taking the lead in this. It's very much like, all right, what do you say, Kayla? All right, okay.
What was getting me in this scene, whether we're retracing some of those same waters, cool, because it's going to be corruption in these departments regardless. It's him, like low-key having an inability to focus because Kayla's there. He's there. He's all dreamy-eyed. I was like, sir, the way Sampson was looking like, look at this nigga. What are you doing, Cross? He can just, even like from the very beginning, because it's very much, we had our moment, we let out those frustrations, and that's just going to be that. And it's like, it's very when I get you alone type energy from him from start to finish in this episode. And I'm like, Cross, you are off your game. It is very whipped. Very whipped. Like, Kayla put them cakes on you that hard that you can't even focus on the cakes? Girl, dreamy-eyed. Maybe the way she said it, you've looked at my mouth 17 times since you stood in my face. I was like, 17 times, Cross? All right. Kayla got that smack. Okay. If you say so. But leaving it getting over here, the crazy is peeking out just a little bit. I was like, okay, that's something to look forward to, that you guys aren't going to let our little Matthew Lillard Lance be one note. Because we're at this, random factory in Ohio, and of course we have illegal workers here for the cheap, and we're collecting paper on the back end, and Lance is giving, why is no one ready? Why is no one ready? Where's my boy who was out there? So yeah, baby, he's DOA, he's gone. Oh, so that's another thing that I have to worry about getting out. I need to make sure that these things are contained. Why aren't you guys where you're supposed to be? I pay people for this. Yes, like yet another thing that could give me bad publicity and ruin a reputation, along with the incident and the fingers down at the function. It's just all beginning to be too much in this pressure. And we're also trying to I'm like, how are we going to hire a Kayla and a Cross? But we also want to keep them at bay because we're nefarious, and you think your little female security is going to keep this under wraps for how long exactly? It's going to trace back to you. It's like, get it all together before they figure out exactly, like they're going to. It's really sloppy at this point. But yeah, this was very, I was like, I don't want to see this on my TV. It felt real ice. I was like, I need to get out of here. When that lady rolled up and asked for identification, I was like, get me out of here. Now, I know when the show was in production, it was before, but I was like, Lord, I don't need no reminders of what's happening in our everyday. You go to TV for a little piece of escapism. I don't need this lady pressuring these people and them hiding. Oh, run, they're coming. I was like, oh Lord, it's the federales. Y'all run. They're coming. But actually, how did you feel about this? And I guess where we're going with Lance moving forward, because things are getting out of control.
Tyra said, why is no one ready? I love it. Yeah, he's still not delivering for me. And Matthew Lillard is just so capable. Like he is just so capable of all the things. And I feel like it's just very much like rich bad guy. We already know who you are fully, Lance. And that's it. I hate the whole migrant worker of it all. Like what? Yeah, we have to get this fixed. I told you the most interesting thing about Lance is that female security guard. I'm just so fascinated by her. I'm just always waiting to see what she's going to say and why he kind of has this respect for her. It's sad, Tyra, but it's par for the course. I don't expect anything different. Of course he wants cheap labor. Of course he wants to cover it up because he's about to launch whatever he's about to launch. Like, it's predictable.
This is why is no one ready? Like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to collect my nefarious monies in peace, Lord. Thank you to Marcus. Y'all hating because Kayla got that WAP. Thank you, DeMarcus. Okay. Thank you, DeMarcus. I'm just hoping that we get a little bit more, even if it's predictable. Like, give me the ultimate spaz out. Like, let him go wild in the scene. It's like, oh my god, okay, that's the Matthew that we were waiting on. You know, it's like, okay, we're going inch by inch, like as things slowly begin to unravel and get out of his grasp or out of his security grasp. It's like, oh, okay, now my whole life is falling apart. Now I'm going to do the most in this scene. Maybe we'll get to that, but I was like, get this out my face. This was very on the nose. All of this very on the nose. We was already over there at Epstein Island. I'm tired. Oh, I'm tired of this too already, and we ain't even did nothing. Get Sampson out of here. We didn't ask for this, dear mama. We didn't ask for this. This side quest, this side mission. When he went and gave the little shakedown trying to get information about, well, you know, it's my mama. Oh man, I ain't even know she was capable of being anybody's mama. Well, here I am. I need information. Give me a name. I don't care. I want Sampson over there with Cross. I don't want Sampson over here in a solo mission. Even if it is, it needs to be an adjacent to, and they making sure that they don't cross any paths. Because in this episode, Sampson was already looking like, oh, you ever been lost in the Kayla sauce? Yeah, you need any help, bro? I can help. No. I don't need any help from you right now. You stay over there. I'm gonna handle this situation with my mother on my own. It feels like this is all we're gonna do all season. It feels like this is all we're going to do all season. Is it going to matter? Is it going to mean anything? Sampson works best. Hell, I enjoyed Sampson over there with our little foster baby more than anything. I was like, go and adopt him because Cross don't have no damn time for no kid. Go and adopt him, Sampson. I love the energy that you're giving little baby down at the agency. This here, get this out of my face. I really don't care. Boy, it's your mama. Why would I lie to you? I'm your mama. You know, highways and byways. I'm going up this mountain, the same mountain. Girl, I just don't have time for Big Mama Your Arm over here. And Sampson, he's trying to be distant and act like he doesn't care, of course, but he does. Push comes to shove. This is my mother. And if I want to prove her innocence, I'm willing to go, you know, to hell and back and lift up every rock. Okay, I mean, it's cute or whatever, but this would have been real cute if Sampson maybe mentioned a mama first. See, just a little piece, just one scene of him mentioning his mama, or just a disconnection that he had because he never had that with her. And you know, Mama Nana was more so, you know, with you. She was there, she supported me, but I always felt like I was missing something. We ain't never heard nothing about this woman. You just gonna throw her in our face. I don't know. I don't really care if this lady get fed time. I don't give a damn what happened to her. But I just know we need to get Sampson back over there with Cross, because the longer he's over here, the more we have to be over there with Kayla. Ashley.
Listen, get him over there with his brother. Yeah, this is ridiculous to me. This whole this whole thing is very, very ridiculous. And I hope they rein it in and make it more realistic because again, and this is a situation, you know, that can pop up out of nowhere. He could have lived his whole life and not really, you know, he probably made peace with it a long time ago. And then all of a sudden she's thrown into his life. And this should be impactful to us. But I don't know if it's the disconnect between these two in the scene or whatever, but I'm here in the capacity of a detective. You might want your lawyer. No, why would I lie to my son? Lady, you gave your son away. You never came to see your son. You never worried about your son. What makes us believe that you give a single damn about anything? Now that you're in trouble, now that you're in a bind, Nate, this is when you want to reach out to your son. Like, this is, girl, we don't believe you. And I feel like we're treading water and we're wasting time over here. Like you said, he shines best, Cross shines best when they are working in tandem. Like, can we get back over there? Can we at least just get in the vicinity of one another? You know what? I'll take him over there with his Black Power lady. I would love to see him more over there and exploring, you know, that dynamic other than her telling her, go see your mama. Go see your mama. That's what you're supposed to do. And I really don't like that narrative being pushed. Sampson has no responsibility or obligation to deal with this woman who gave him away when he was a child. Not a single one. So why do we have to push this narrative? And why do I all of a sudden need you to figure out my case? This is suspect. You know it's going to end badly. And I just really feel like this is kind of a bit of a waste. But you guys let us know in the comments. Do you like this dynamic? Do you like his mom resurfacing in his life? I just wish it was less absurd. it's there's something about it that's just ridiculous, especially when you get into their dialogue with one another. I'm like, what are we doing over here? Why?
I just want to care about whoever TK is in the next episode. I I just need I need her to be diabolical. You want to take us over here, fine. Have her here using Sampson as a way out. No, I ain't never cared. Really don't give a damn now. But I dropped a body and he can get me off because I heard around town he's a great detective. And he gonna go even harder because I'm his mama. Even though I probably dropped this body and I didn't give a damn about him. I'm trying to use my son. Just take us on over there. Let her be low down, okay? If she not low down, I don't want it. And I'm not saying I want to see Sampson hurt crying in the street with motherfucker rubbing him on the back. I'm not saying that. But if this is where we're going to be, give it some juice. Give it something. If it's not that, we're going to go down the more predictable, sappier road of TK being, someone who knew her in her former life. And it's like, oh my God, my mother's been running around with all this riffraff. You know my mother where? Just like what DeMarcus said, I wonder if it's the father. If it's the father, it's just like, yeah. And it's like, oh my God. This is the sympathy plea. My mother's had a rough life. She's been in all of these, dark corridors. I need to help her out and have sympathy for her, even though she gave me away and she ain't been here and I'm a grown, super grown ass man. Like, oh, okay. All right. I don't know. Over that, I would like the diabolical. Let's get into that. Okay. But I'm like, then we're gonna be going down treading other first seasons because we had a diabolical mama over there. So maybe that wouldn't be the right one.
With big eyes, absolutely. I don't know. I just can't stand her, and it's not it's just not.
I don't know. She been gone with them old slave hymns. I'm your mama, boy. I don't give a damn who you are, lady. If you don't get out of my face, get out of my face. Tara said, "Damn, y'all seem upset at this." Oh Lord. And you guys know our opinions and should no way affect yours or how you view the show. If you are living for everything that Cross has to offer, I'm so happy for you. I, however, am not. I'm not. It's cool or whatever, but it ain't. But we got the babies. At least somebody did homework. Even this is annoying me with Cross. OG Cross, some way this could have been shaped as a really good solid deed from a father who loves and protects his children to no end. This version of Cross, in combination with what we saw first season, because it was different, and my wife, and I'm going to deal with that. But even now, with that case solved, you still have no time. If he tell them babies to go eat some cold cereal one more time, there's cereal and milk in there for you to feed yourselves. It's just like, and a lot of it prior to that was all resting on Nana Mama. How are you going to be responsible for yet another child? It was very, I'm like, did they watch Task? This was probably shot before. I was like, this is very Task. Like, you don't really have enough bandwidth to give your own children most often. We see that things with Cross works as a unit in a family. Oh, this detective that I'm cool with, he's going to, take you to practice. This was going to drop you off at school and pick you up. Ella's going to be here to do that. And then when Nana Mama's here, she's going to cook your meals. But he's rarely home. I do like that this baby is getting, something that he wouldn't get before. And this is probably better than anything that he could. We know he loves his kids, but this could go left to where he could be anywhere. So it's good that he is with a loving family. And I love that sis was like, baby, didn't none of y'all read? Why is no one ready? Y'all knew he came here and he does not speak any English. Can y'all please get with the program? Come on, baby. Let me get you all the way together. Because I read my cards. I don't know what y'all were doing. You're not prepared. But the way Cross was like, so that's it? You're just going to leave him here? Like, is there anything else? No, that's it. He's yours now. It's just like, oh, okay, cool. Gracias. What you mean, gracias, sir? You have to be ready to show up for your kids as well as this new young man that you're going to be responsible for. Ashley?
Yeah. I said it last week. I said, why are you just volunteering? I think it's a sweet gesture, and somebody will take care of him. Whoever's taking care of the other kids will take care of him too. So it's fine. I'm just happy. I was more kind of intrigued that we got to see his sister. and how there's somebody out there still waiting for the little boy. Like, I thought that was kind of special. But over here, I'm just like, Cross, okay, you're just being a do-gooder, but you're not actively involved this season. Like, Cross's priorities seem totally different this season, where last season we saw him at home with the family as often as he could be, all the while chasing after and profiling this serial unaliver. This season, he seems more worried about what's between Kayla's legs than he is anything else. And it's cute. The babies are moisturized. They look beautiful and over here, but you not there, Cross, baby. You're not there. You're not there. And Nana Mama on a special mission. She'll be back, but she's not there either right now.
See a man about a horse. Said she had to go visit a family member. She was going to come back soon. Okay. I mean, this was a nice gesture, though. I like that this baby's going to be taken care of and loved. But it's like, Cross, you barely be at home. Your babies are going to have to baby this baby. Like, oh, Lord.
Not the adultification of Black children. Other
she didn't turn into Troy Boy from Crooklyn overnight. How y'all just going to let it at that baby's feet? Lord, she had to learn Spanish. Because you know, little boy ain't going to do nothing. Sounds like you to welcome him with open arms and baby. She say, "How am I supposed to do that on an empty stomach, Daddy? You asking a bit too much, boy. If you don't get in there and get up that milk and cereal, I don't want that. They eat milk and cereal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner." But we got a little time with Bobby. I was like, "Is Kayla slow?" I'm not leaving Bobby to do and oversee anything that is this critical. Like, we have him sitting down. I say, slurp on that goddamn pho or whatever you have in there. Ramen. I don't know what you have. Slurp on it again, Bobby Trey. But he's just living his best life. You see this money here? Yeah, this is my money. This is from the government. This is my money. I care about this. I need you to make sure you're on your job. And we go, I say, oh, she just got all the minorities working for Kayla. They all just making sure
Kayla straight.
Yeah. She goes, gets where she needs to get. But while she leaves Bobby Trey to crack the code and let me know when it's cracked, no one opens the file. Once you find the file, don't open it. Just call me and let me get here. Of course, Bobby said, all right, everybody excuse yourself. You found it? Yeah, let me go open it and see what she's hiding. We get into, this secret operation that she's a part of. These looks to be maybe some soldiers with some type of PTSD or something's going on. Yeah, some type of... I was like, what show is this? What? It got real graphic and went somewhere else again. I was like, what? Then they did that little de-aging on her face to try to show that she was younger, like that was me in the past, But this is what you're trying to hide now. This diabolical. We didn't trust you in the first place, but damn, girl, this is who you in a rush to go lay down with. This is awful. This is awful. There's already a sense of selfishness with Kayla. Even when we have her talking to Cross at the bar and he's, trying to get his Sampson on. Well, I concur that if you put this clue with that one, then it's like, oh, well, I thought, were you even going to tell me what you were thinking? You were just going to keep all those tidbits to yourself? Yeah, because she's here for her name. At this point, it's about clearing my name and making sure nothing interferes. But you already had your shine, Cross. You've had plenty of shine. I need to get mine. I need to solidify myself and find my success. I'm in charge here. But this is crazy, and this is what she's trying to hide. Bobby's already seen it. So in some way, shape, or form, because I was saying last time, what leverage is he going to have? Like, how is he going to find his way to kind of get from underneath her? Now I know what you did. I think he can use this to blackmail her. I don't see him doing anything else. Ashley?
For sure. This is she gave him every piece of ammunition she needed because she's so desperate. This is the thing for me. Alex Cross, the Alex Cross we met is an expert profiler, a psychological profiler, meaning he can read people. And you mean to tell me you're laid up with this heifer every chance you get, apparently, ripping panties off on the side of the wall, and you can't tell she's diabolical, Cross? You can't tell that? You don't have a clue. You don't have a clue into her psyche. All right. This is beyond for me. Of course, this is a cover up. I'm trying to figure it out. We know that one of the higher ups basically told her, if you don't do this, you go nowhere fast. Her whole entire mission is to achieve some level of status and some accolades because she's jealous of Cross. I don't know how he doesn't know he's screwing his biggest op. I just, to me, I like, it's almost like I have to suspend belief, because before Alex Cross, we're like, oh, he didn't won. They play theme music when he walks in the door. Now I'm like, damn,
Play
another
theme
one.
music when he walks in the door.
You know what I'm saying? It's bad.
Thank you, Rose, as well, for the super chat. I'm tired of Cross and his alabaster
You know what?
box.
Child. It's just, she's so bad. And it's not, I don't even care that he, I mean, even though it's out of character, like I said, if we had been introduced that he liked the white meat earlier on, fine. If that had been part of the character that they've developed, I'm good with that. For me, this just seems like such a departure. The fact he has no idea she's working behind the scenes and pulling all these secret stunts, it's beyond me. Tyra, isn't he
I
supposed to be
went
that
and
one?
looked just because I wanted to know and I wanted to be nosy. I was like, I'm never going to hate on, them sticking to whatever's in the book. Because Kayla's in the book.
Mhm.
Kayla and Cross do not get together in any kind of way in that book. This was a choice. Even with this coming up, it's still very much so, oh my God, Kayla, in a sense of a partner and somebody I've worked on cases with. If you needed help, you should have come to me. Like, how could you do this? Why would you even be in this type of situation? But like schmexual, they don't cross those lines in the book. This was a conscious effort to, I don't know. They just said we want to do this. But yeah, I think Bobby's going to use this to his advantage.
Of course he is. He's
We're
a
gonna
smart
see.
guy. As crazy as he is, he's as smart as crazy like a fox, Tyra.
It was the slowness, though. Like, yeah, don't open anything. Just decode the files to get access, but don't open anything. Like, you really thought that Bobby Trey was going to listen to anything you had to say? I don't know.
I don't think liking a white woman is a character trait. What I'm saying is that that's not what Alex gave season 1. He was very much wrap me up inside your ebony last season. So I mean, I'm just saying, was he not in the show? Y'all help me out.
It's not so much about her being white. That's not what it is. For me, it's first season. Normally they lay groundwork for what we're going to get here. So even if it was strictly professional, they would have had maybe a brief conversation of, remember that one time where we, cross lines, our lines were crossed. Like, I always thought, there would be more between us, but it's been, lay it there. Here, it just feels like we want to put this here. This wasn't even in the room last season, so it just fell off. She could have been any color that she wanted to be.
Yeah, that's what I said. If they had breadcrumbed us or gave us any note of innuendo, like, ooh. I mean, outside of the fact that she smashed the homie, like, Carl's like, that's my brother. Why would I go and deal with?
I will say with Cross, the savior complex, I guess, lays the groundwork for that trope, because he got himself in a couple of situations last season because I'm trying to save, and I'm going to always assume that maybe it was a white tea woman last season, and that's the color they put there. He just assumed that, she needed help, she was in distress, let me help her. And she got, the upper hand and drugged him so she could get away. And then I think we have another situation where not even that, just our victim there, for the most part, that he was trying to turn into Eileen. She was, a white tea woman. I think it could be any woman in incapacity. He's just a savior in that way. And then it's doubling down. It's, if I know you and we have groundwork for friendship, but if we were going to go this bold, this quickly, they needed to leave us something or have it be like first season, I could really go with Kayla or I could go with Elle. There's just, something. No, it was just all about Elle. And then what pisses me off is we open the first episode, it's all about Elle still. So it just seems abrupt. Like, oh, okay, cool. Because Sampson said, baby, I don't know what's happened with you and Elle, but how are you feeling about it? It's been a whole year and you still panting and waiting and decompressing. Maybe she's, it ain't deep. I'm going to get my woman back type energy. He's a year. But we are connecting dots. This was lazy to me. Like I said, the skilled unaliver that Rebecca seems to be, I don't see her ever trying to put herself in the crosshairs of Cross immediately. Like, she didn't have to be here. We already knew that we were going to bring Lincoln and you're going to live it up until we put you somewhere in a private island, new passport, new everything. But, they're in the building. They're actively looking for you. which in turn would have them looking for me. But at this point, they don't even know who I am or that I even exist. They're still barely connecting dots. But she goes down here and volunteers. I was like, were you trying to get Cross in a way? You thought he was going to take you to the hotel? You thought he was going to take you upstairs? Like, because we saw that a little bit, earlier. It just kind of felt like, hey, like, what you doing here? You here on business, sir? And he was like, hello. How you doing? Irrelevant, and kept doing what he was doing. I was like, I don't know if that was her plan to maybe get Cross out of here or just read him, but that just led him really close to go, oh yeah, that was the one who was in my face downstairs. Let's go after her. She's the light that we've been looking for. I was like, why would you give yourself away like that? The Rebecca we met, it doesn't seem like she would do that, and we would be more tactful. But like Ashley said, we're also connecting other dots because Sampson had the conversation with the sweet baby. She said, I have a sister. So my sister's in Ohio somewhere in that factory that we saw, and she's been waiting for her brother to come over. And of course, we see what happened and why he didn't, and he's safe with Cross, but she doesn't know that. So she's kind of in waiting and crying and a hot mess because not only was I supposed to get my brother and didn't, but even if I was, how would he even know where to find me now that that whole situation is shut down? What am I going to do? So the mission will probably be to connect them back together, and us being Foster Daddy Cross will probably last as long as this season. And we're going to be making sure to get him reconnected with his sister. Ashley?
I hope so. And that's honestly the only part of this part that I care about. I'm like, get that baby back with his sister. Look at the little galaxy socks or whatever it was. Get the baby back with his sister. Get it back with his sissy. That's what I care about. I did think that I really believed and enjoyed the conversation that Sampson does have with the baby. I thought that was so you're in good place. You're in a good hands. You landed in the right place, buddy. You're gonna be great. Like I just thought that was so cute. And then, like I said, we see sister over there stressing out. I'm just glad that baby got somebody in this world that love him. As far as Rebecca and Cross, I already see the game of cat and mouse starting. And it's like, okay, to what end though, right? To what end? They're trying to set it up, Tyra. They're trying to set something up. That's what they're doing. Is it lost on me a bit? It is, girl, because we're do one thing at a time. She doing too much this episode. You're doing too much, baby. She said 2-for-1 trip. I'm gonna go to the casino and then I'm gonna lay up. Like we're gonna.
I don't know. It's like, are you trying to set it up for her to, be let go via Cross? Because I see because she's very much a vigilante of the people. It's like, yeah, get me out of here. You tell them you got my back, right? Yeah, see, comprende. I'm gonna give you this and let them know I'm gonna throw them off your scent. Because even all the people in this casino, they still believe in what you're trying to do. You gonna go arrest this woman Cross? You gonna throw her in jail? Is what you gonna do? You gonna lock this lady up? I don't know. Thank you, DeMarcus. Nana Mama taught Cross how to lie, and I understand why Elle felt a certain way about Cross. Child, we ain't seen Elle since. They ain't trying to go show us what Elle been doing or nothing. Like, is she enjoying her day? Like, is she out? But we got to hear about her in the background coming to pick up some kids. Like, sir, Elle gonna come pick y'all up. But then, in the midst of us not catching Rebecca down there, I love how he got all the way in the loading dock. Damn, like, I was just hungry to catch her. Let's go on upstairs. Kayla, we had a long day. I said, you couldn't wait to go upstairs. You couldn't wait to go upstairs. The way he said it's the best I ever had, girl. Whew! I ain't never seen Coochie until I seen Kayla. So I said, what?
He's enjoying himself in there, boy.
When I tell you Cross is hungry, it's just like, if you want to keep it all the way funky, you've been checking me out. You trying, it's like, yeah, we can't ignore this, too much. It's the way he has no control, she has full autonomy and control, and he is here and whipped. Be as whipped as you want to, but I'm like, I would have never known, Cross. Even Elle's Coochie couldn't throw you off the scent of that case. You was going to find that case. You was going to be down at the function doing your job. It was like, this is different, though. He just can't see. And she's doing all the telltale signs. And he's like, are you trying to profile me? Like, how are you? It's like, well, yeah, it seems like you're covering something up. You're hiding something. You're lying. You can trust me. And it's like they want us to believe like she's so clever. And she's such a match for his wits that, he can't even tell that Kayla is down with the mess. and she's tired. Like, she's bad. She's not a good person. She's not a good person. And we know that Cross has connected more dots with less, but it's like he's just so blinded by the coaching that he can't just see. He can't. I gotta get in there. I gotta get out there. And of course, we share, a little smooch, and it's like, well, we not drunk this time. No, we not. He said, "This real." I said, "Yeah, it is real, girl. I got real feelings for you." So, we are setting up and laying that groundwork for his whole little feelings to be hurt, and him having to make the tough choices, because this isn't just Kayla, the partner. This is Kayla, my love, my milk of magnesia, my woman, my sex. Oh, I was falling for her, and now I gotta flip on her and believe that she's tired. Yeah, eventually, because that's where we're going. Actually, this is the best he ever had. He said that sex was superb. He said it was excellent.
Is this real? Oh, this is real, Kayla. Sir, respectfully, shut the hell up. And again, it's during Black History Month, because like you want to notice something now. You want to notice something now after your millionth time in the bedroom, because apparently between the rodeo hoedown and now y'all done smashed an abundance of times, right? And now you notice something's off. Like, for me, I think when people write things and present things in a certain way, it's very, very important. It's very important to be intentional about the way you frame things and set things up. Because this looks crazy to me. Because why are you pedestalizing white Hootenanny? Like, it's so good that it's done caused you to lose everything. Like, oh, damn it. Who am I? Oh, damn. Like, and you're off your game, buddy. You should have known this before. Like, you should have been clocked, Kayla. It shouldn't have been after all of this, in my opinion. But hey, you like it. I love it, baby. Ride the rodeo show until you can't ride it no more. If they're having a good time, Tyra, and the people love it. And a lot of the people watching are enjoying, like a lot of the men watching.
They have chemistry. Cross seems to be enjoying himself, honey. I would never take that away. They have chemistry. And Alda's going to have chemistry in a snowstorm in the middle of nowhere. They are turning up the heat. For me, it's him as a detective being completely like,
that's what I'm saying. You're like, huh? What?
He can't function, girl. He waits.
I mean, y'all help me out. Cross is smart, right? Like, that's what he's been known for: solving crimes and profiling people, getting inside people's minds. Like, oh, I know exactly how they're thinking, and I just don't understand how this one woman, he hasn't been inside her mind already. Maybe y'all can help me out in the chat. Help me understand. It was
just the fact that we had to make the statement at the door. He said it was exceptional. It was, oh my God. It's like, oh my God.
And I'm just saying, last season, all the Hootenanny that Elle gave up to him, it didn't matter a single damn. He said, I'm still going to use you to get in this party and get close to these people. My beautiful black beauty and chocolate mama. Like, listen, I'm just saying. Oh, okay, Lord. Terrence, there's a reason why. Okay.
I mean, I'll wait and
maybe she's smarter than Cross, though. Maybe that's what it is, Tyra. Maybe Kayla is just that. Maybe she's just that astute, and she's always 5 steps ahead of Cross. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's the messaging we need to get from it.
That's not what it's giving, girl. You can't even be 2 steps ahead of Bobby Trey. How you 5 steps ahead of Cross? Girl, okay. Senor Coco, Mama Coco. Say, if they don't get this Encanto Coco Disney store on my face. It was very, remember me. Remember me. I said, what you mean remember you? This ain't Coco. It was very Disney. I said, this is dramatic as hell. They tried to make fetch happen in a day. They said, you got 1 episode. We're going to live 17 different lives. We're going to fall in love. We're going to share all of our dreams and aspirations, our history, our mom, how we connect, our body tattoos, all in this bed. Just love here to really give Rebecca that dilemma. Am I going to choose to do what my family said and take him out? But this is the love of my life, Mama. I love him and he loves me. He loves me. Girl, they attempted. They really committed. They really committed. But on that balcony, when I tell you, it was so dramatic. It was so dramatic. It was very Coco. I said, oh, I thought Coco was going to hop out with that little damn guitar. I did. they tried, and it was just like, you know what? I understand it. I know why you have to do what you have to do, and I'm not going to stop you. It's okay. Just, we can sacrifice this love and what we could have had because it was, that will make knowing you so deep that now he wants to take you home to meet his mama. It's like, girl, no barbecues, okay? Our love has to end here, and continue on with that mission because I know with you being who you are, and the files I gave you and the access you have to shut it all down because they said we're going to end world hunger with these files the way that they're acting. Ugh. I gotta shoot you down and take you on this porch. And of course, she disappears. Girl, they were very committed to this bit. This was the most tella of the novella. And this just really felt like one of those shows. When you like flicking through, especially when you used to have like public access TV, and it would be like, oh, and you just like you don't know what the hell they're saying, but it's just so passionate. And they do like a dramatic slap, and it's like, oh, and it's like, oh, take me, Gustav. Like, oh, okay, yeah. Esteban. Oh my god, we could have had something special, but I have to kill you. And she had to kill him. But he said, remember me and take a little piece of me with you. And she cries and the episode goes off. Ashley, was it that deep for you that they sell it?
I told you this was telenovela. I said next week on Telemundo. Listen, they look good. I thought they looked really good. And honestly, I'm not mad at it. Like, I think again, if it was a different show, I would tune in to see what her vigilante mission was. And she was like secret assassin. Like, you know what I mean? On a quest to, do all the things that I needed to do. I think it'd be fine over there. I was just like, really. And I think they were trying to show us, that she is human and she has feelings and she wants love, but that the mission and the purpose is greater than all of that. I think, unfortunately, what happened here is it made me not believe her mission as much because for all, intents and purposes, like, he is an innocent, like he was harmed as well and just doing the things to serve the mission. So, it was what it was. I said, you in love after one night. And I think she loved the idea that this man fully worshiped her, and he did. And you could tell he wasn't going to say nothing. So for her to go back to the auntie and oh boy, and for them to be like, no, he got to go, too hot. They already looking for him. Now he's going to know. I'm like, well, you two know, and you guys get to stay alive. Like, and going over there, I will say it was very extra dramatic because he puts his hand on the trigger.
Yeah.
Like, I can do this, and it was, it was just so over the top and so dramatic. And in full transparency, y'all, I have watched this whole thing, and whoever's in the Discord, they've watched it with me too. So I already know. Terrence, because I know you're not gonna like it. Bookmark this thing. Tyra, however, has not watched the series.
She
did not watch the screeners with us, so she does not know. So I'm not giving any spoilers, but I know what's coming, and I know how they.
It's gonna be more Coco.
You just keep.
What
watching.
color is the sky, mi amor, mi amor? You tell me that it's red, mi amor, mi amor. Where should I put my shoes, mi amor, mi amor? We going back over there some more? Ashley, any predictions for the next episode?
No. Is it going to be more hunching? Is there? Is
it more? Is it some more hunching?
I was saying, is there? I don't know.
Oh my god!
Predictions, Tyra. What are your predictions?
I guess we're gonna go meet TK. I don't know. I don't care. I seriously do not care. I just wish I had more to get this black man. I just don't got nothing for him. I don't know. I guess Rebecca, of course, will be dealing with the grief of losing the love that never was. Continuing to use those files to gain access to shut down the government with how they're acting to stop this trafficking. Since we do know that Lil Bertho has a sister, maybe we'll be trying to actively look for that. I would even love if that was Sampson's mission. If y'all want to have him be off solo trying to do something, put him over there. We don't got to be over there with Big Mama Your Arm. We'll be over there though with Big Mama Your Arm trying to get into TK and find out like why she's lying and why she's afraid, as he said in this episode. I guess Cross will be trying to dive in it a little bit more and swim in it, sleep in it, because it's the best I ever had, and she'll be continuing to try to have her guard up because I can't let you get too close and realize my information. Bobby Trey will be somewhere trying to blackmail her with that information. That's all I got. But y'all, that was Cross. Ashley, anything you want to share before we leave?
Love is Blind tomorrow night and Love Story. It's a love night, double love. So be there or be square.
Double love. In about 4 minutes, solo dolo, I will be going live. Not Ashley, because she said that show. I will be going live to discuss the latest episode of The Beauty real quick, real cute like. And for anybody who is in the Discord, I will meet you guys in there so that the members only, members can watch, send help, and cold storage. So yeah, be in there for that. I'll see you guys briefly. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to show up for the Love double night tomorrow. And we will see you guys next time with more content. Good night, y'all.
Bye.
Sideways.